Hey guys, it is Luigi Spanish here and welcome back to Total Drama Minecraft Season 9 Behind the Scenes. Episode 9. Crazy! Now, this episode is very interesting. But I need a guest once again. So guest, care to introduce yourself?
Hello.
Dude,
How's it
you're
going,
in the
Luigi?
water in. What are you doing? That's all good. Sea-Dog, one of the helpers from not only SOM but now TDM.
There's been a little leak. That's right. We'll just patch that up later.
So, ultimately, Dropper was a bit of a nightmare for me in the past. So, we thought that it was appropriate that it would come back in a newly shaped form, giving it the name, The New Dropper.
For this challenge, we had an idea. We wanted to have a dropper sometime in the season, but we just couldn't really find a place for it until a day before. Luigi came up to us. He said, I think we can do this. I think we can sneak it in somewhere." So 24 hours before the recording, we thought up some ideas, put some droppers in it, and we made this challenge.
Yeah, this is the 24-hour edition challenge, so it's pretty fascinating that we were actually able to get it done. So, how about we go there now?
Sounds good.
And we're back with the new Dropper. Now, despite the fact that it was built in less than 24 hours, there were a lot of changes that went into the development of this challenge.
Yeah, originally we wanted to start with, the players starting up here on this platform. Then they parkour to each of the different platforms and kind of gain points. And then once they hit the bottom, that's when they kind of cash in their points and they're sent back up to the top. And then they just restart.
It pretty much would have been like the classic Dropper, except it would have been continuous, and we just would have said whoever got the least amount of points was out.
Yeah, and just kind of went from there and turned into this thing that you guys had just seen in the actual episode.
I think we got the idea to kind of change that sort of concept when one of the helpers suggested the idea of the color platforms, which was ultimately in the final version.
Yeah, instead of people getting points as they go down, we wanted to change it into more of capturing the platforms. So then once it's captured, other players can take it over and just kind of take it from them. So it's constantly changing the game.
It was pretty much always changing. Like, the person in first would immediately lose their lead and would have to earn it back. It was always changing and it made it really intense. Once we came up with the color concept, we actually had the consideration to make this a team challenge again, much like Mario Party 6.
Yeah, so with it being a team game, we wanted to have different platforms at further distance away. So say if two people from the same team were up here, one person can hit the other one using the knockback 3 sticks onto another platform, which would otherwise be unreachable. So that was our basis of making it a team game, to kind of work together to get the platforms.
That's pretty much why there are some platforms that are unreachable. In the original version, they were reachable, but then in the new version, it kind of died. And speaking of that sort of concept, we ran into a few bugs, but the thing about building a challenge in less than 24 hours, you need to sort those out quicker, and we went through that process pretty quickly as we were building it.
Yeah, since we weren't really too pressured on time because, we still had 24 hours. This is the 24-hour challenge. But, we kind of had to figure things out, test some things out, get everything perfectly planned, and just prepare for the day of recording. That was right after that.
Yeah. Once we got the actual concept underway, we had to make it look nice. And I think that was where the biggest problem came in, which was the design of the walls.
We kind of touched on and experimented with a few wall designs, different stripe designs, different color combinations, and none of them really worked. I think I suggested just making stripe design of one single color, but then Luigi, he put some emphasis on that we needed some variety. So we went with the colored walls all the way down, and that just kind of fit.
Now that the walls were done and we had our little concept, we had to spice it up even more. That was where the knockback sticks came in.
We gave each player a knockback 3 stick, just so that instead of just simply punching them off, we can send people flying, give much more variety, and keep the game always going 100%.
The sticks were pretty much in a way to kinda put stress on the players. As there were multiple platforms, the people needed to make riskier jumps to actually ascend their way to the bottom. So, the sticks were designed to kinda hinder other people's progress. Quite the intense challenge, very back and forth, but unfortunately the person that got the unlucky end of the stick was our friend Mr. BMC Robe 42. Now, rest in peace Robe. Him and Infernox were allies throughout the game, so it was a bit heartbreaking to see Robe go. I do hope he had a splendid time. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Behind the Scenes. Thank you to Seadog for being a helper.
Yep, no problem at all. It was really fun.
Now, before we head off, Seadog, is there anything you would like to shout out to the world?
Well, I mean, of course, I do have a YouTube channel. You can go and look at that if you want. I'm not gonna make you do that or anything, but it exists. And of course, go check out the other episodes of TDM9 if you haven't seen them. I think we put a lot of work into every single one of them.
Man, I would hope that they have seen them because they're watching the behind the scenes right now.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Alright, well, thank you to Seadog once again for being my guest this episode. Only 2 episodes left. Very sad. Alright, well, I'll see you guys for the next episode. It's a good one. Bye-bye! You wanna say bye?
Yeah, bye. Bye, everyone.